Hi, Sagittarius. 5-5, the day of power. Did we talk about your coronation? We did, didn't we? So why is it that now, when the things that we knew were going to happen start to happen, we are so afraid to use those arrows? And then when we do use them, we become even more afraid of the consequences. Why so much fear? You feel attacked? You feel like having your weapon drawn is leading more people with their weapons drawn towards you? Ooh. 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 I just be calling it sometimes. Bottom of the deck. These cards just really, really want to give you your reading. Really. And underneath it all, here you go. Hi, say hello to yourself. So, first card out. Let's start there. Major Arcana. We knew the old life was going to have to go. That was the whole premise of last month's reading, that you have to realize that things are changing, and even if you don't necessarily want things to change, it doesn't matter. Even if you've made friends with the people who one day knew you were going to do more and you want to stay with them now, it does not matter. Things have to change. Things have to move. And a lot of the blame of things changing may be falling on you, and you may feel that you are shouldering the blame of things that have nothing to do with you. It's as if fate is moving in a certain direction, and yet the blame is falling on you. And so your feeling bad and feeling like you are really being skinned to the bone is valid. And there are many, many situations with air signs right now that Sagittarians are not handling well, and the air signs in turn are behaving extremely badly. There is a lot of sorrow and pain with the Nine of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. There's like an electricity in the air. It's kind of static right now. My hair is picking up on it big time. It's my scalp is buzzing, kind of, I would say. And you can see it in the hair, the way my hair is like standing on end. The way these three cards popped out kind of says everything about it. There's so much energy flowing towards your rebirth that I think that people that are in any respect getting in the way are getting super hurt, and they're coming back really aggressive. They're coming back with a lot of blame, a lot of pain. They want to shame you. They want to, in some cases, hurt you. The Nine of Swords in reverse transforming into the Six of Swords, which is you choosing to walk away from something no matter how slowly you do it. However, what you're walking towards is slowly, walking towards slowly. The Star and the Ace of Cups. So what we're walking towards slowly is what we knew was going to happen, that coronation moment, when you get what is most desired, what is most needed, what is most wanted, when all of those things seem to coalesce into one particular thing, and that one particular thing comes to you. In this case, the Ace of Cups, being presented with a lot of love. This doesn't necessarily mean that the thing you want is about love. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it will be presented with a lot of love. It will be presented in the softest way possible. And you, outcome card, reaching your height, reaching your culmination in terms of the abilities that you have mastered so far, being able to use all those tools. The Magician is a card also of opportunity, an opportunity to use all of that which you have acquired and learned and sweated for and bled for. So it's exactly what you want. You've been through a lot of stuff. This past month is just change after change after change, and your way of dealing with that has not been the most productive in some senses, but you couldn't really help it either because there's just so much going on. And when there is such an enormous amount of change, we have a tendency to not communicate properly and to be pretty aggressive, and also to have people be aggressive with us. We can also send people into this place just by being who we are, right? Just by being a Sagittarius, you have the ability to make people feel really, really, really sad because they may expect things from you that are outside the boundaries of what you can give them, and you'll be the first person to tell them that, and then they'll get upset. And that might be happening a lot right now with you, where the air signs have been taking liberties with you and you have had to push back in what you feel is like a very natural way, like, yo, this is not cool. Like, you need to back up a little bit. And they have not taken it well. They have reacted with a lot of aggression. And if this is not an air sign, if it is an earth sign, because the Aquarians come up here already, but if it is an earth element, then to show up as a Knight of Swords in reverse means that they are going way far outside of what they are comfortable with because something has triggered them so badly. And the Six of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, can also allude to that triggering and also that earth sign leaving. Whether you got rid of them or they decided to leave on their own, it has everything to do with how you guys communicated and how poorly you were both communicating. How little you cared about the other person's feelings in that moment. A lot of that is coming to bear on you, and you're having to kind of redo your words in your head, like, oh, did I say that? Okay, I also said that. Okay, I also said that. Oh, why did I say that? So, not the easiest time, but we knew that already. And then the Death card. So, here's the major arcana, right? I want you to first make your own judgment. What do you see? What I see is a rebirth towards something which you may not have even dreamed you could have. And then the personality, the ability, the natural charisma to follow it through and really make something of it. This is the difference between Sagittarians and most people. You guys will really like this. Most people, and this is not something we like to admit to ourselves, but most people are given this opportunity all the time. We are in some way presented all the time with that which we want most. However, it does not come in the package we think it's going to come in. It never does. So, for example, the star is like being given all the ingredients and the cookbook recipe. The magic of a Sagittarian is to be able to take all of that and actually do something with it, instead of saying, hey, okay, you gave me this and this and this, but you didn't give me the actual cake. Right. You don't need anyone to do that for you. You come upon a time now, starting in May, lasting for the next 7 years, where you will be able to take and create, wish for, manifest, create. It is a really powerful time. But taking the raw material that is given to you can also lead to creating a lot of misery if this is the mold you choose to bake with. One moment. Parental duties. So, you can use this mold. When you have the raw materials, you can make anything. If you find yourself falling into the trap of turning something great into something really sad, it is because you're looking to make more misery out of what you've been given, instead of turning it into a super positive, the next 7 years are going to be amazing vibe. And it starts with, as always, The Nine of Swords being very prevalent in this month's readings, it starts with letting go. The Death card is also a card of letting go. Surprisingly, the Star card is also a card of letting go. Why would a card associated with your deepest desires and wishes be picturized as a woman pouring out water? Because when you want something and when you want to manifest something, you have to let it go. You can't hold on to it and still have it. You can hold on to the want of it, or you can have the thing. If you want to hold on to the want of it instead of the actual thing, then you are very closely represented here. If you would rather have the thing than have the want for the thing, then here is where we must go. Knight of Pentacles. Slow moving, serious, responsible, wanting now from you a different pace. How this reading happened, why it didn't happen when it was supposed to, it was all about pacing. I felt like I kept missing my window. There were these windows that were open and I was really connecting to your energy, and then it would just be gone. And so I have this sense of you guys all of April just kind of coming out of your shells, little looking around, and then hiding away again. Always, arrow drawn. People kind of testing you and you shying away and pulling back into the shadows more and more. And every time you would come up for air, I could feel your energy, and then you would recede and it would just be gone. It was like when you wake up from a dream and slowly the details are slipping away and you want so much to remember them, but you just can't. And with every second that passes, you're losing the connection. You're losing the memory of the thing. What's desired from you now is a breaking away from that pattern. We don't need you to come up for air and then recede into the shadows again. We need you to reform. We need you to reconstruct. We need you to take the instances where people have been trying to sun you and have been trying you, and we need you to transform them. And what is one of the easiest ways to transform them? Leave the specifics of it behind. It doesn't matter who or what is doing this to you. What matters is your proximity to them and how much sway they hold in your mind. Once you decide what direction you would like to walk in, once you become resolute and responsible about that which is most important to you, which is having what you desire deeply, once you become more materially responsible for it, it will flow to you. Overflow. My cup runneth over. And you have that cup here on your table. You have this coin here on your table. You have these swords here on your table. And for certain, you have the wand he holds in his hand. Never mind that there is a piece of cloth attached to it. You contain within you all the elements necessary to take what is out here and to really see. And now that you are given the chance and the power and the energetic connection to be able to really see, what are you choosing to look at? Are you choosing to look at that which you wanted most and to focus your attention there? Because we know wherever your arrows fly, you will hit the mark. Or are you choosing to spend that precision of aim on this? It's funny. Last month in the video, I was talking about, people trying me and people are going to try you all of April. And I kept saying there was something bothering me. It was really painful. Something was bothering me, remember? Right after the video was over, I just took the shirt off and I looked and it was a needle like broken from a machine where it had been stitched and sewn, but the needle had stayed within the stitching. And so there was something needling me, literally, the whole reading. And I just find that so indicative of what's been going on throughout April and how you feel coming into May. No, you're not the happiest about what's been going on. You do feel very much like people just tried you and tried you and tried you, and you're like, why? Why do I have to deal with this? Like, it's just, I don't understand why everyone's communication with me is so backwards and so aggressive and antagonistic. You know, why am I being constantly antagonized right now? And it's so heartless, I feel, because you guys really aren't doing anything to deserve it. You know, I'm the first person to be like, no, Sag, well, you need to get it together. But I really don't see you doing anything. I do feel like right now you are just a boat that is being picked up on this cosmic tide of how things are changing. And for some reason, in particular, you guys are being, you know, really personally attacked by it. I'm not really sure why yet, but I'm sure the next few years will show us exactly why. I'm sure there is a very good reason for it. But currently, the way to deal with it is to be very material. Step away from that which is not beneficial for you and persevere by keeping self-preservation central. You survive by caring about yourself, by putting yourself into the center of your world, and by putting what you need and want most into the center of your world. From that needing and wanting what you need most, needing and wanting that which you need most, is the key to attracting love, is the key to attracting happiness, is the key to attracting any form of abundance that you wish. It all has to do with caring about yourself and what it is that you really want. And right now, these arcana are mixed together for you. They're meshed together into one really powerful message, along with this ace. You have the ability to take what you wish for and make it true. So, take what you wish for and make it true. But I've been feeling so bad, but things have been going well. Well, yeah, because like I said, everybody can tell that you're at a stage now where you're going to be able to like just manifest stuff and get what you want. Things are going to go super, super well. So, of course, no one, I'll tell you the way my dad used to tell me, nobody has to like you. For you to do well, for you to assert yourself, for you to have some power in the world and not let people walk all over you, whatever it is, for you to have any sort of autonomy in the world, you must understand nobody has to like you. Honestly, the way I feel is better if they don't. Because when people like you, they put so much on you that you have to live up to, even when it's to your detriment, because you want them to keep liking you. And it's such a drug, you know, it's such a powerful motivator in our lives. We live our lives in so many respects based on what we want or not want people to say about us. I mean, being South Asian, I can't even begin to tell you how much that applies to me. I don't think we do anything that has something to do with anything else. I think everything that happens in South Asian culture to a certain extent has to do with like log kya kahenge, you know, like what Hasan Minhaj said. That's what he said. That's what he was trying to say. His accent's just, you know, bachara. What he was saying was log kya kahenge. Like, that's a huge part of our culture. What are people going to say? And, you know, when the people that, you know, the log that we're talking about, when what are the people going to say? What they've been saying is not nice stuff. So if you're the type of person who's like, log kya kahenge, to log अच्छी चीजें नहीं कह रहे. अगर जो लोग कहते हैं वो इतना ही बंदे को लगता है, तो फिर लोग जब ऐसे होते हैं, then it really hurts. When you care so much what people think, then when people are nice to you, it really messes with you because you care. Because you care so much. And that's one of the things that I think the death card is about here. It's like this past month was about people trying to sun you, because it's to break you out of that. It's to give you a new perspective, a new way of looking at society and your role within it. Remember, Uranus is changing sign. It affects all of us, right? You also have this whole other Scorpio thing going on. Like, you need to, how do I say this? Hold on. Sorry, I was totally taken out of my train of thought because a soccer ball came flying across the balcony and I was like, wait, what? My instincts, just like a whole other set of instincts went off, like, what's going on? Sorry. So you see how the death card is a lot about teaching you, like, you see all these people trying to sun you? You see what these people are about? Do you see how they've been treating you? Do you see that they ain't shit? Do you see that this is not as important as you think it is and it never should be? Because regardless of how you feel about people and how much you love them and how much you want to be there for them, you still have to admit the reality of what they are. And you have to stop caring about their opinion of you. And yes, that is the painful, slow, but very positive road to yourself and to that which you want most. Yes, it is. Not caring what people say and going your own way is absolutely the path to abundance and success. There is no other path, actually. And where does the path lead? My. What a set of cards. Sure, I'll give you. You got some swords and the death card and stuff. Yeah, but look at how the end of May looks. And you right there, huh? Yeah. Let's pull some cards. Let's shuffle and pull some cards for the extended. And then in the extended, we'll read those and we'll clarify the major arcana here. Actually, no, not the major arcana, all of them. They're all worth a look. So what we've been doing is we go through them one by one, clarify each one, and then do the new reading, whichever the new cards will be. First card out is the Three of Wands. Hold on, let me just show you these cards while we shuffle for the extended. 1 second. Hi. Hi. All right, so far we have the Three of Wands. And now that you can see the other cards, you can see how obviously this is turning into enormous growth, just like we anticipated. It's just a process. 7 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 7 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, good. And then let's get a few more for the extended. And then we're going to talk, okay. And the Libra card. Bottom of the deck is Knight of Cups, the Hierophant, 3 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, messy, okay, 6 of Cups, 5, okay. So we'll look into the Earth sign more in the extended, and we'll look at this air sign, which I'm assuming this is this Libra here. So everyone's showing up. And it goes without saying that if this is a Scorpio that you've been communicating back and forth with, it has been brutal. But all your exhaustion, all your pain, all the aggression against you, it will handle itself. You will find the strength to just not care about what people are going to say. or what people are thinking. And you will steadily, maturely walk towards what you want most, and it will actually be there. Because you're making it happen. Okay, Sagittarius, I'm so sorry the reading is late. It's pretty obvious that this is why. It has been very hard to get through this because it is so very hard for those who love people so much to be treated so badly by them. The feeling I kept getting over and over again is just why? Why is it that I, as a person who loves so deeply and so broadly, treated with such specific hate and animosity and antagonistic, tendencies, why am I the one? It's all here. All right. So, Sagittarius, I will see you in your extended. The links will be below. You can go to my website and just scroll down and watch from there. I love you guys. I'll be doing a bunch of satsangs all down the Eastern Seaboard and Oakland, San Francisco, Denver, as well as Toronto. And in New York, on the east side, it'll be, on the East Coast, it'll be New York, DC, Miami, Chicago. Yeah? All right, you guys, I love you. I'll see you in the extended, and I'll see you in June.